Hey, it's Will, and today for my very first upload, I get to interview the wonderful Sedge Sedgicus, who just happened to be the person to help me murderfuck this account into existence. So blame him when you start losing brain cells.
Yeah,
Alright,
go.
so let's give it a couple seconds for silence so that I know where it is. Alright. So, Sedge, question number one is, what originally got you interested into Dark Souls? Or, yeah, fuck that up.
Um, I'm pretty sure one of my friends got it, and he said it was a good game or something, and then I got it, but I didn't really like it, and neither did he. So we just stopped playing. But one day he started playing it again, and I knew it was a hard game, and I'm a competitive guy, and I was like, if he can do it, then I can do it. And eventually, I just started playing it a lot. And this was a long time ago as well. I'd say like 2 or 3 years ago or something. I'm not actually even friends with that guy anymore, but yeah, he just started playing it, and I knew it was hard, and I was like, holy shit, that's impressive where he got up to. I think it was the blacksmith in Dark Souls 1 or some shit. And I was like, I need to get to there because he'll eventually start bragging and shit, and I can't handle that because that's just how I am. So I decided to just start playing it, and I just realized that it's like the perfect game for me because it has the customization, it's medieval to an extent, it's got magic, but it's not too much magic because I don't like too much magic, and it was literally just the best game for me because I just loved it. It's a little bit like Skyrim in a sense, and that game's awesome as well, except it's in third person. And I really enjoy games like that. And eventually, I just started playing it so much because, you don't just complete the quote unquote campaign in a day. So yeah, I just started playing, and then after a year, not a year, just generally, I started co-oping and getting more invasions and stuff like that. It was never really interesting to me, but eventually I did get really interested in the invasions, and I started making videos of me PvPing. So yeah, pretty cool. That's pretty much how I got interested into Dark Souls.
That's, wow. I got into it the same way, just through Skyrim. And
Yeah.
a friend of mine who's a complete dumbass. Yeah, give a guy a guitar and he still makes fun of you. But yeah, I mean, question number two is, how long have you been playing the Souls series, like all total?
Around 23 years actually. No, I'm joking. I think it's almost 3.5 years or something like that. I mean, I don't know if I can elaborate anymore. That's just generally what it is. But yeah, around 3.5 years. I started Dark Souls. What's it called? Dark Souls 1 when I was, I think, 13 or something, or 12. No, I'm pretty sure it was 13, and now, I think I said yesterday I'm almost 17, so it's pretty good. Yeah, so 3.5 years or something like that, and it's still a good game.
Takes a lot to have you know, a fandom
Yeah,
for that long and not get utterly boring.
yeah. It's there's a lot of things to do in it. I would compare it to Minecraft in a sense where it's never the same, but it is kind of the same because the game doesn't change, but the invasions, the co-op, everything does, and you're never gonna have the same. Well, you are gonna have the same tactic for a boss, but you never know if it's gonna have the same outcome, and it's still different. It's still different.
That is unless you decide to go naked with a parenting dagger.
True that. True that.
Or take out that stray demon. Um, question.
Don't even want to know about that story.
I might tell you later. Um, question number three is, I remember you said something about this one before. Question number three was, what is your favorite and least favorite build type for each of the each game in the Soul series? So, as you
Um,
know, they have different mechanics. I mean, in
yeah,
Dark
yeah.
Souls 1, I'm a tries to run away as fast as I can the second I get invaded. Dark Souls 2, I'm a tank build that's like, yeah, bring it on, motherfucker.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's hard because again, it's one of those varying questions that can always change. Because say if I use a strength build and I think it's the best, then one day I try the dex build, I might think that's the best, but obviously I'm still gonna think a strength build's really good. So I don't know. I guess my least favorite, I can really answer that for all of them, is probably sorcery builds because sorcery is just, I don't know, it's really boring to fight. I mean, all you do is press a button and wait for the sorcery to hit the other person, and they usually dodge. And when you're getting invaded, it's you just dodge, and that's it. And they run away, you can't hit them. It's fucking annoying. So sorcery builds, pyros are really fun. I'm not gonna lie, but pyros are still up there with the sorceries. It's essentially the same thing, but they're a little bit better. I say a little bit, but they're a lot better. Some of them are really fun, like the combustion. It's really good, and the chaos storm, whatever. So they're pretty good. But sorceries, I'm not a fan of those. But favorite build, I mean, I always go for a. I I think I don't even know. I'm pretty sure I always go for like a light strength build or dex strength build, if you know what I mean. Because
Where you're kind of light on your feet
yeah,
and
yeah,
everything like
yeah.
that, but you can
It's
still, at the slightest freaking second, you can dish out a shit ton of fucking damage.
yeah. So a little bit like the ninja flipping Zweihander. Obviously, Zweihander isn't a dex weapon, but I'm also not fat rolling. So builds like that, I don't really know how to describe them, whether they're quality builds or because honestly, I don't know all the terminology. I just know dex, strength builds, faith builds, blah blah blah. So probably them for all the series, honestly, because that's always what I begin with, and I'll never pick up a sorcery and use it, and I'll never really. I just find it logically thinking, it just doesn't seem right to use something like a rapier for a PvE game because there's these big bosses and you're using essentially a needle to try to kill them. So logically, I go for the bigger weapons, the claymores, these wayhanders, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Uh, and it eventually just turns into a PvP build. Most of my PvE builds, so it kind of carries on from that. So yeah, I guess that's the answer.
Only time I literally ever upgrade sorcery is if I want to try and get God, who was Artorias's greatsword.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I use
Uh,
faith. I mean, you can't go wrong with sunlight blade, but
yeah, Faith is still good, but
all right. Question 4: in an equally balanced 1v1 fight, do you prefer to fight honorably or use every trick you can do or you can to win?
um, if the like if I'm versing a player who's the same skill level as me and I know that, I don't know how I would know that, but if I do, then I'd prefer to fight honorably. But if there's some sort of disbalance in the skill level, then it's probably going to have to be every trick in the book because it's unfair either way. So you might as well just do whatever you can to win. But I guess it kind of comes down to if I'm winning, I'd rather you fight honorably. But if I'm losing, and this might sound scummy, I'd rather use every trick in the book. But generally, I've started not even playing for wins. I just start playing for more fun and flashy fights. So I don't really give a shit if I die anymore. So I'd probably just say every trick in the book, uh, just to give it more of a twist because you always know the outcome of an honorable duel. One of you dies, you bow, and that's it. But when it comes to the scum fights, fucking, I don't know. It's annoying, but it's definitely better content when it comes to like a YouTuber, and it's sometimes it can be more fun. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it can be a lot more annoying as well, but it depends on how you view things. And yeah, I guess I'd prefer the every tricks in the books as the final answer. Thank you very much.
All right, this was
Oh
actually a
god.
question that you suggested, and
Oh god, I just literally glanced over that as soon as you said it. I was like, oh my god.
all right, shush. I gotta attempt to say this. Okay. No, all right. What is your fave color?
Oh god, green, green.
Woo!
My favorite color is green. We're
Once
gonna
again.
Uh,
Question number 6. As far as aesthetics go, like looks,
yeah,
what
yeah,
is
I
your
know.
favorite area from like the Souls series as a group?
Um, oh man, it's questions like these that I have to think about a lot. But mm, honestly, I don't remember anything that would phase me as soon as I came in. To be perfectly real with you, but oh man, it's really hard to remember. I think Dark Souls 2, the Archdrake area looked really nice. Especially when you're walking towards that dragon boss. Not the big one, but the one that actually is in a cage or whatever. I really, really like that area. Something about it just looks very sharp and nice, and I don't know, I just really like that area. And I don't even play Dark Souls 2 that much, but that's the only one I can recall on the top of my head that really made me like go, wow, this looks really interesting. I mean, geographically, it makes absolutely no sense, as I'm sure you know if you've watched
Yeah,
somebody's video that discusses it.
nah, I
Um,
don't play it, so
yeah, it makes no sense, but it still looks cool. Dark Souls 1, I mean, honestly, the whole game is really good in my opinion. I'd say the Undead Parish is kind of like a nice place. I don't know, something about it. The colors just they look nice to me. Because I just cannot think of anything else. I'm trying to think of some of the late game area. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I forget what it's. Oh yeah, Izalith. Izalith. I really liked Izalith. It's something about that place made me feel like it was the end of the game, like end game, and I was constantly being reminded that there's lava. It's almost like apocalyptic, even though you are really deep underground, and it has like this dangerous vibe and shit, and it spooked me, and I liked it. Um, no, I wasn't actually scared, but it just had this vibe, and I like the areas. I just like the area, and that's all I can say. It was like really warm, I just liked it. I liked it. And Dark Souls 3, man. Dark Souls 3 definitely probably has the most aesthetically pleasing areas because um, obviously it's got the best. Fuck off, man. What are you doing? Do you hear that?
yeah, I do.
Like, why? Like, what is he actually fucking doing? He's just standing there beeping. Oh my, he's not even on the fucking road, for God's sake. But yeah, Dark Souls 3, a lot of areas are aesthetically pleasing, so it's kind of hard to remember, but um, I say that, but I literally can't remember a single area. Yeah, I literally just cannot remember anything, but let's just say there's a lot in Dark Souls 3 that I would call aesthetically good looking and whatever. It's a very well done game when it comes to the geography and the terrain. I just like that. I'd probably give that to Dark Souls 3. It's got the best out of all of them. So yeah, but unfortunately I can't name anything.
Don't worry. As far as Dark Souls 2 goes, I have to do the as far as from what I've heard, the community named quote unquote Land of Surprise Butt Sex Shrine of Amana.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta love the Shrine of Amana. I just
Aesthetically, that's not that nice looking, and I just hate that area in general. It's cool, but it's horrid for me.
well, I
Yeah,
mean, it is kind of annoying to see this nice, little path, and you look out, and there's this giant, fat, ugly Cyclops thing staring at you.
oh,
Like,
that's not even the thing I'm worried about. It's the stupid mages.
they're easy. You just gotta have a really big bow.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 7. Do you do your commentaries live, as in like actually while you're playing, or afterwards while you're editing?
Do you do UR commentaries live?
Shut up. That's what Warren said.
Yeah, but I do them after I play the game. I drag the game into Sony Vegas, and then I just put it in. I just start commentating over that. Feel like it's a lot. it's easier for me because it's kind of, if I'm trying to get a point across while playing and there's a fight going on, first of all, that's going to lower my concentration and focus, and I'm not even going to be able to talk properly. I'm going to start stuttering. I'm going to be saying things like, oh shit, oh fuck, or whatever, just stuff like, I already say that in my commentaries, but it would be in kind of a different context. I'm saying it to the other guy while I'm fighting. And another bad thing is, say if I kill somebody and I'm talking, then that means I have to carry on talking. I'm not just gonna fucking end the clip if I'm trying to get something across to my viewers, which means I'm gonna have to talk while there's no action, and that's not exactly entertaining to see. So I do have to just stick to post commentaries and make them. I mean, occasionally I will do live commentaries, but I've kind of grown out of them, especially since in Dark Souls 1 it takes sometimes tens of minutes to actually get into a game, and I just have to sit there looking at my fucking screen with my mic ready to, say something. And I like to watch YouTube videos, listen to music while I'm playing, and it makes the experience even less fun, and because Dark Souls 1 PvP isn't exactly the best anymore, so yeah, it just makes the experience worse, and that's really it.
Well, I mean that's definitely understandable. It would be kind of a pain in the ass, be like, oh hey, what the fuck is Sedge uploaded now? Waits 10 minutes for commentary.
Yeah, I'm trying to sly away from commentaries now. Gonna make my videos a lot more edited because I've noticed my channel is dying, and I'm not the only one that's noticed. I'm actually like ridiculously surprised how much it's died. Um, I didn't think I'd ever drop below 200 views, but that's happened like really fucking fast. And but you just gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. Consistency is key. And one day something will happen again where you get 10k views, and if you fuck it up again, then something else is gonna happen one day, and consistency will help you grow. That's how I feel anyway. But yeah, that's the end of the question. I went off topic, but I'm a lecturer. I'm a philosopher. You can't expect me to just yeah.
It would be because I mean, really, who wants to sit there and not get anything while you're just sitting there and then waiting 10 minutes just to watch you get eaten by a giant lizard after floating around like a badass.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like the
I don't know
last
where the
video.
lizard.
God damn it, the last video you uploaded.
A
Like
lizard.
the giant lizard thing with the tail.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
play Dark Souls 3. I don't have a PS4, right?
yeah. Oh man, yeah, I got you, I got you.
Floats like a badass, gets eaten like a bitch.
I thought you were talking about something completely else in the comment. Ah, but yeah, yeah.
Alright. Number 9 is just kind of like like these next two questions are just kind of because I ran out of stuff to think of. It was hard getting past 4, alright? Getting to 9 is like absolute brain explosion over here.
Oh,
Alright,
you can
number 9.
always change them when you think of something better.
I suppose so, wait. Number 9. Would you prefer to be rich and famous while having billions of shitty followers like some other YouTubers? Or would you rather to keep it short and simple and, still actually be able to connect with the community and comment and such and,
Yeah, I feel like I don't feel like the community is shitty or the YouTuber is shitty just because they have a lot of subs. It gets hard. I mean, for me personally, I've never experienced a point where I couldn't reply to somebody, or I didn't have time to reply to somebody. I always do. Um, it's a matter if I want to or not, because some comments just make no sense. Some comments, somebody else has said, and you don't want to repeat yourself. And I feel like, even in I don't know if you've seen, but the hate mail, 400 comments, I literally replied to pretty much all of them. Um, anyway, I'm gonna restart the question because
you
I
fucking
literally,
Nazi.
I tilted in the wrong direction when answering that. But anyway, yeah, like I was saying, I feel like it's not the YouTuber or the community when when it comes to not replying or whatever. It's just the mass of the channel. Sometimes it is hard. Again, I don't have any experience, and I'm not gonna go into that where I can reply to somebody, but it's perfectly understandable. It's just you can't reply. Sorry, I don't even know how to answer this, to be honest with you. What was the question again? I mean,
Okay, pretty much. Let's just put this into like
I don't
whatever it
understand
is,
it. It
whatever it is,
says
like an
what
example, like an
prom.
example. No, number nine. Damn it.
You
I
missed
forgot.
number
I
8.
forgot eight. Okay then. Okay, so we can do 11. We can skip eight. It could be like one of them stupid YouTube comments that says, "Are you wondering why I skipped eight?" Um,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah.
But no,
Oh,
number nine is
we said yeah at the same time. But alright, so I'll still answer the question. Let me see. Would you rather be rich and famous while having billions followers like other YouTubers, or keep it short and say, of course I'd rather be rich and have billions of followers. I doubt it's billions. Nobody actually has a billion yet, but
I have a billion followers.
it has more potential. Say if I had the same amount of subs as Sunlight Blade, for example. You know what I could do with that? And I'm surprised they don't do it. You could literally revive Dark Souls 1, Demon Souls, any fucking game you want, because
Yeah.
they have tens of thousands of viewers, and it makes no sense to me why they don't do it.
Well, I think.
Maybe I don't see something, but or maybe their channels would die, and that's why mine's dead because I'm still on a dead game. But I'd still try it.
I mean, what? Really?
Maybe they just don't see the power they have or whatever.
Well, I guess you kind of do have to take into actual like community stuff. I mean, just because you're doing something, like how thousands of fathers have said forever, just because the other kids jump off a cliff, does that mean you're gonna go do it too? I always answered yes, but you know,
Well, I mean that's a little bit, a little bit out of context.
well, no, I mean
But
just because somebody who's quote unquote famous with a specific community like Sunlight Blade in the Dark
no, I
Souls
don't
games.
mean like he goes and plays. He literally just makes some sort of event, except it's organized by him and not whoever organized it.
Yeah.
So they have the potential to do that, but they just don't do it. And even I can organize shit like that with I can't now because my channel's pretty much fucking dead. But
You can have
um,
1,000 followers.
it's you see, it's quality over quantity. I'd rather have 100 followers and get all my views, have all my hundred of views, sorry, instead of have 1,000 and just get 100 views. It's demoralizing, but it's a struggle that a lot of YouTubers have to go to when they're in their first years or whatever. And yeah, hopefully I can overcome it, or maybe I'll just quit YouTube one day. And yeah, sorry, what the fuck was I talking about?
I have no idea. We have gotten so far from the question, it's not even funny.
Yeah, something about
Pretty
organizing.
much, yeah. You were talking about how Sunlight Blade and people like that, because he's got that little group of like 4 or 5 different YouTubers that all come together.
Yeah, if they would do that, they would revive Dark Souls 1. Of course, they don't have to play it, but they have that choice to revive it at any point that they want, and none of them have taken it. Absolutely nobody has taken it yet, and it's ridiculous because they all say it's their favorite Souls game, and it's almost as if I understand they've played the game for a lot longer than me, and they are probably bored of it now. I can claim that I wouldn't be bored of the game within 5 years, but I won't know that until 5 years have passed. I'm already getting bored, but then again, there's a lot more hackers. The game's a lot more inactive. I have my reasons to. They're the solution to make it alive. Because let's be honest, if they came on the game, it's not going to be inactive.
Right.
There's a lot of followers that have an Xbox or whatever the fuck they're playing on, so it's never going to be inactive for them.
Right.
So yeah, that's all I've got to say.
I mean, all they would have to do is like, hey, I've decided that maybe let's go do a big Dark Souls 1 fight club or something.
Yeah,
How
it
they
doesn't
have
even
all
have
the
to be a fight club. They go into the forest and they say invade me. At least
100
20
kills.
people,
Yeah.
20 people would make the forest like 100% more active, and a lot more than 20 people would come from that, especially if they band together. But they're not just gonna do it, and I just don't see it. They could make their own rules, whatever, but they don't do it.
Yeah. Sometimes, well, I mean, I guess sometimes you do have to look at it as certain things have like a time that you. God, I completely lost where I was going with this. Kind of like, all right, this is gonna sound out of context, but kind of like how they say "let sleeping dogs lie." You know, Dark Souls, it's gotten it's an old game. I'm stuttering like an idiot. Um,
I get what you
it's
mean, but
yeah, but they do have the power to just completely resurrect the game at least for a little while. You know, maybe because I know for a fact that every time I stop playing it and then I go back to playing it, it's like, oh my god, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I have to
yeah,
get because I will hate that, right? If I get killed by a fucking hollow right outside of Firelink Shrine, I get absolutely freaking pissed.
yeah,
Then
I
I
get
gotta
what you
go.
mean.
I go throughout the entire freaking game all over again, become a badass all over again, just to push that fucking hollow off the edge.
Man, oh yeah, that's just.
I mean, all they would have to do is just, hey, forest, invade. Come on, guys. But yeah, they have their reasons.
I suppose so, and we'll never really know what the reasons are. But hey, hopefully they're valid to an extent, or else they're ruining it. I'm not going to say they're directly ruining it or they're the cause of whatever, but they can resurrect the game. They maybe just don't want to. Again, they've probably played a lot longer than I have, and they're probably bored of it. But
They've definitely played a
I,
lot longer
you
than I have.
know, for example, sometimes I leave Dark Souls for months and I miss the game. I just don't see how they don't feel it after playing it for 5 years. How can they go away from a game they've played for so long? For
Yeah.
so long, they leave for so long, and they just don't ever feel like, hey, let's go back or whatever. It's been like a year, maybe not a year since they've last played it, but months and months. They do occasionally still play it, but it's not enough. It's not enough.
Maybe they play it on their own time, but due to the fact that Dark Souls 3 is still considered a quote unquote new game, and Bloodborne and all that kind of stuff. And now they're
Yeah,
coming out with For Honor. That a lot of like I'm pretty sure I saw 3 or 4 videos that Oroboro did on For Honor. Maybe they just have to keep up with the rest of the world
yeah,
as far as their own personal YouTube channel, but on their own time,
exactly. That's what I was thinking.
maybe they're binge playing Dark Souls in the dark.
I doubt it because they know they have the potential. Because the game's essentially dead. They're not gonna wait so long to get a single game or whatever, and they know they have the potential to increase the fight rates or invasion rates by a high percentage. And if they'd ever consider playing it, they would stream it because it's just like the smart thing to do. You want more games, blah blah blah. You don't want to sit there doing shit. Well, anyway, I don't know. I guess the answer to the question is I would rather have a lot of riches and billions, because I mean,
So off topic.
I know I don't even understand how we got so off topic.
I don't know. I think. Oh yeah, because you brought up Sunlight Blade, and then we went over to how they could fix some
Yeah,
things. Yeah.
yeah. So I would have a lot of followers, yeah. I can always still interact with them. There's nothing stopping me. It's just I won't be able to interact with all of them. And if I stick to YouTube and one day get anywhere, that's going to be the case anyway. So I don't see why I would pick, to be in this position when I'm trying to get to the position of not exactly riches, but a higher follower base.
Right.
So if that's my priority, I don't see why I have to limit myself to having a small follower base.
Right. All right. And number 10 is one that has been asked by your subs and community and such forever. Number 10 is why do you insist on giving cars crippling depression?
Well, they fuck my recording sessions up. They fuck my commentaries up. They fuck everything up. They're fucking annoying. So annoying. That's literally it. If they didn't exist, my YouTube channel would probably have 1 million subs right now. Let's put it that way. Would you not give something crippling depression if it limited you that much?
Well, I mean, maybe not crippling depression, but
They deserve to have crippling depression. Fuck the cars.
go shove
Fuck
a
the
potato in
cars.
your freaking tailpipe. Um, oh god. And since we skipped 8, we have to do 10, like, I don't know, 10x2, I guess. So
Alright.
what? No, God, I don't know if to make it just 8 out of the ordinary or anything, but screw it. Number 11, cause fuck 8. What what prompted you to create a YouTube channel?
Oh man. I used to watch a lot of videos back in the day, and I don't know. I've always been like somebody who I don't really remember now, to be honest. I used to have a really good story for this, but I genuinely just do not remember now. It's been such a long time. I just wanted to make videos because I wanted to have more friends, so to say, more people to play with, and I wasn't alone or anything, but I just wanted to have more friends, more people to play, kind of like followers in a way. Um, I don't know if I was obsessed with being famous or whatever back then, or getting money or whatever, but I genuinely just wanted to have more friends, whatever, and just to play games with other people. But shit, sorry, I don't know where I'm going with this even. I completely forgot what the question. Oh yeah, my YouTube channel, and a YouTube channel seemed like the perfect thing to do that with. Why not? And I've always been somebody who's a good commentator in my opinion, and fucking, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, even when I didn't have a YouTube channel, I'd occasionally, and keep in mind I was like 11 or 10 or some shit, so I'd play Minecraft and I'd just commentate to myself for like hours sometimes, pretending like I'm recording and shit, or sometimes even live streaming just to answer random questions. And a lot of people ask me how, I don't want to brag or whatever, but some people say, how are you good at commentating? And I'm like, I literally just fucking talk to myself. And that's really about it. I don't really script my videos. I just talk, and sometimes I fuck up, but it's still pretty moist commentary. I'd like to think, and yeah, so it's a natural talent. That's what I'll say.
All right. And for the final
Sorry, what
question,
was the question?
this was it was what prompted you to do a YouTube, but no, you know, to be honest, like, god damn it, made me forget what I was gonna say.
God prompted me to do YouTube. He knows I'm gonna get somewhere one day.
Oh
Watch
yeah,
this video in 1 year
it's like,
is gonna have 10,000 views because I'm in it.
screw
I'm
you.
joking. I'm not
Don't
that
even.
cocky.
It's like, don't even care about me. No.
I'm joking. I'm not that cocky.
No, but I was actually about to say that it's official that the story of I almost said the story of Shed. No, the story of Sledge is officially sadder than the story of Solaire. Little kid with
Yeah.
friends wanted a YouTube.
I had friends. I actually had really good friends back then.
No, I
Back
know, I know.
then.
I'm just kidding.
Emphasis on that.
Back then. Okay, so it was YouTube that made you a little kid with no friends.
Yeah.
All right, and for a final surprise question, it is: would you be mad if I actually told you this wasn't recording?
Um. Yeah, I would be actually.
All right, then I will not tell you that. No, it's recording.
I
Um,
would be furious. But hell, I don't really mind. Well, anyway, um, well, I guess that will be it. I mean, if you want to make like a podcast series or something, me and Janopa tried that, but he's just shit. We just kept on laughing at each other. But I mean, this is a pretty cool one. It's almost 40 minutes, or it will be 38 or something if you edit it. So,
yeah.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Just
But
go ahead and make
anyway,
the next 10 seconds of silence. Hold on.
that's a very
Couldn't even fucking think of.
unconventional way to find out where you need to edit. Uh,
No, that was just. for it to get to 40.
Oh yeah.
But no, man, this was really fucking cool. Thank you again for actually helping me out with this. I'll make sure to add some ridiculous, stupid, shitty freaking intro like, hey, it's me that nobody knows because I'm not important, but this other guy is important probably, and
No, it's
stuff.
okay. My channel's dead. Don't worry.
Yeah,
It's
your
it's
channel
if
ain't
anything, it's
dead.
just two people talking about
It's not.
irrelevant shit.
Yeah, it's not necessarily dead. It's dying.
Yeah,
It's like it's having a
and
heart
it's
attack on the floor, and everybody's just kind of standing there staring at it, like, what the fuck is that?
exactly.
And there you have it, folks. A shitty interview between two dumb fucks talking about random useless shit. If you liked it, you have problems and need help. But before you go get some, push the sub button or at least give this a like. There will be a link to Sedge's channel in the description, so go show him some love as well.